For 3 days, 300 players battle it out at beautiful Sun City to see who will take home a share of Africa's biggest poker prize, $1 million. This is the Sun City $1 Million Poker Tournament. Good evening and welcome to the Sun City Resort in beautiful South Africa. I'm Rick Allen. Tonight we bring you coverage of the first ever $1 Million Poker Tournament from South Africa, as well as the high-stake heads-up section, which carries a prize of R1 million for the winner. That's about $150,000, not too bad if you can make it yours in an afternoon. They say that heads-up is the purest form of poker. You only have to worry about two things: your mind and your opponent's. Well, if you want to progress to the next round, you're going to have to beat your opponent, which leaves very little room for error. It also makes great viewing. Entry to this first heads-up tournament is by invitation only for 16 players. It's by far the toughest field ever assembled for poker in South Africa.
Fantastic game. I love the friendships that develop, the fun, great group of guys, and that's what it's all about,
We all know each other, We play often all these tournaments. There's no surprise in these tournaments.
And it's headed up by none other than Joe Hasham. He, of course, is the 2005 World Series of Poker champion. He'll be participating in both the Heads Up as well as the $1.1 million 3-day event.
It's a very exciting game. I mean, every hand could be the last hand. I mean, it can be all in any time. It can be called, and it's very, very exciting. People love it. The game's growing all over the world, and it'll just go on from here.
Oh, I think this is unbelievable. Everyone's going to want to come down here. I think this tournament's going to be the biggest tournament in Africa.
The venue is phenomenal. I've always loved Sun City, and I haven't actually been here for a long time, and I have to say that it's absolutely up to the expectations. I'm staying at the Palace. It's just the most extraordinary hotel. Fantastic.
Round 1 sees some big matchups. Look out for the challenge between top-rated SA player Peter Famas as he takes on the talented Darren Kramer. And we're certainly looking forward to witnessing a rare performance from the highly rated Cyril Jasanovsky. With myself, Rick Allen, in the commentary box is international poker whiz John Tabatabai. Let's catch up with match 1, where Robert Kay has already gained himself the chip advantage over the legendary Joe Hasham. Well, Robert's an experienced player, does exceptionally well online, analytical thinker. But then again, Joe has the reputation.
This is going to be an interesting hand. They both got the same hand. Let's see how they manage to outplay each other here.
This is fantastic. This is where everything except the cards count, which I think is what poker's all about.
Yeah, in heads-up poker, it's a very different game to ring game, because it's just the two of you, and most of the time you're never going to hit anything. So a lot of hands are going to be won with second pair, third pair, ace highs. So make it harder if you make a lot more judgment calls.
So Robert makes a stab at it.
Another 7-2.
Joe raises. Robert calls.
Last card.
Who's going to outplay who?
Joe. 1,500.
Well, I suppose both players worried that somebody's on an ace.
I've got a 9 with it. Split pot. Can't even win a pot, can I? Well done.
I'm not sure if the lighting is funny or Joe's a bit tired.
Oh, really? Now you're getting greedy, kid. Now you're getting greedy, man.
The game is no limit Texas Hold'em. To start, each player is dealt 2 cards face down. Then, 5 community cards are placed face up on the table. Each player combines his 2 cards with the community cards to make the best 5-card poker hand. Texas Hold'em is about betting. You get your first 2 cards and you make a bet. Then the dealer puts his 3 community cards on the table. This is called the flop. You bet again, and the dealer puts the 4th card on the table. This is called the turn. Another round of betting follows, then the last card, called the river, is placed on the table. There's a final round of betting. If all bets are matched, players turn over their cards to reveal the winning 5-card poker hand. Action continues. Robert on the button, Joe on the big blind.
No idea. Too good for us mortals now. Who's that, Ray?
Ray Rami.
Ah,
50.
Joe on the
That's
small
200.
blind and the button with ace-6 comes in for a raise.
I'm gonna raise.
Raise.
The reason Joe re-raises here is because in a heads-up match, you're in the blinds all the
That's
time.
another 8.
Most of the time, the small blind's
I
raising
do it 3 times
With-
in a row. I get caught the 3rd time when I actually have half a hand.
with any cards. So Joe's representing a bigger hand, and he makes
Why?
Robert fold the ace.
Sooner or later, you're gonna get caught. So. Hi, I'm Robert K from Johannesburg. I've been waiting for a while for this heads-up tournament. I think I was one of the first players to register. I play a lot of short-handed and heads-up poker online. I've been to Vegas 3 years running now. I was in Australia a little bit earlier this year. I played in the Australian, they also had a heads-up championship, got knocked out first round there. So hopefully better luck this time. I'm on the trading side in the stockbroking business, but I think it does help. I've got a very high aptitude for risk. It probably feeds a lot through into my play. I'm a fairly aggressive ring game player. Biggest strength, people underrate me. People think I play a lot looser game than I actually do. I think I play a tighter game, but most people think I bluff very often. The one nice thing about playing Joe Hashim, if he knocks me out, it's what everybody expects. It's a completely stress-free game. I just hope it doesn't last 3 minutes and I'm walking to the curb back to the hotel room.